Greetings, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Welcome back as we take a look at a game that is a mainstay of my Steam library and a fond memory from my childhood, Men of War 2. Now the Men of War series is an iconic World War II strategy game. In my opinion, a game that was, it really was the standard for the late 2000s in terms of strategy games. In the detail, the immersion, and just the mechanics of the game, there was just nothing that reached it. It is a series that's been long running with several titles taking place in World War II and in other locations like Vietnam, in Russia. It's a fantastic game, and when the second game beta came out, I jumped at the chance to cover it. Now, normally I would have a little bit more of a polished video and a more slower pace. Unfortunately, the game is only out in beta form for the next few days. And unfortunately, because I was in Australia, I only got access to this today, which means that I haven't had a lot of time to play the campaign, but I want to share the first part of the campaign with you because it really is a fantastic introduction to the Men of War game. And for those of you who enjoyed the first, there are a few things that have differed from the first game, a few design decisions that I wasn't fond of, but I think the spirit of the game is largely the same as the first, and I definitely think that it's not anything that can't be fixed relatively easily. Now, the main problem is the performance of the game, so in terms of loading times, they are quite long at the moment, but that's not uncommon for beta versions of games, and I'm hoping that will be vastly improved in the final product, but that's why I've skipped straight past the loading screen so that we can get to the campaign. So without further ado, let's jump in and have a look at the Battle of Khoisan.
We must go to that village, Khoisan, and get our guys out of the Fritz's clutches. This is a rescue mission.
Look at the whippersnapper bossing people around when he's barely smelled a Bosch in his life.
Sergeant Howard, do not disrespect your superiors.
Sir, yes, sir. But you don't forget who you are either, Lieutenant. Me and the other combat engineers are not here to change a rookie lieutenant's diapers. Why didn't HQ send us a proper officer?
Hold it, Sergeant. I'm here, and that means you're going to follow my orders.
So our goal is to get to Khoisan, a town in France which is under siege by the German army. We lost communication with them a few days ago, and we're there to support and eventually mount a rescue operation.
Sergeant Howard, take your men and check it. If there aren't any mines, we're gonna ram right through.
Yes, sir. You, in the meantime, can sit here and not get in the way.
Now, there are a couple of problems in terms of performance. As I've said, the game does run a bit slow and the loading times are quite extensive. More importantly, when you're loading a save or loading a campaign, it does take a few minutes to load. But with that being said, it is still an early access game.
We'll do that.
And this is something that is common and something that I believe they should be able to improve in the final version. So we've got some SMG gunners, we've got some riflemen, we've got some special units here, a machine gunner squad, and a rocket launcher, a grenadier, so to speak. So we're going to send up our SMG boys first up the road, and their goal is to clear the road, make sure there's no mines. And we can do this via the mine, the demine function. And this UI is probably, after the performance, is one of the things that I hope they would improve upon.
This is going to take at least a couple of hours to clean up.
Damn it, that was the shortest path. We'll do that! If we keep messing around in here, the Krauts are gonna turn our guys in the village into bratwursts. Got it, sir! Got it, sir!
You're right, Sergeant. So we should waste no time and go through the bocage. The infantry first, and the tanks right behind them.
Okay, so next thing we need to do is I'm just grouping up my men. And we're going to head through the bocage, which I'm assuming means a swamp. And our goal is to sweep the area with the infantry, make sure it's safe and there's nothing nasty waiting for us, but that, as you're going to see, we've got a little bit of a problem with some of the officers.
If we keep doing this by the goddamn numbers, we're gonna lose our guys. In progress! In progress! Mechanic, I'm ordering you to go full ahead.
Yes, sir. Halt, Sergeant Bridges. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the sergeant's decided to drive off by himself.
Nobody in here, Lieutenant.
What wonderful shrubbery these French have. The idiots in Shermans keep trying to crawl in. Squad, open fire!
Yes, sir. Damn it, Sergeant Bridges. From now on, everyone is to follow my goddamn orders.
So unfortunately, our friend the sergeant just smoked himself.
And take out their guns. The tanks are staying put until this overgrowth has been cleared of Fritzes with anti-tank guns.
Now we've got some nasty units coming up. I'm going to try and take out this gun emplacement here, and I'm going to try and do it in a way where we can take it for ourselves.
In progress. Yes, sir.
Now the gun emplacement will be facing where the tank is, which means if I can flank them with some riflemen, I may be able to shoot
Yes, sir.
the soldiers
Yes, sir.
before they can rotate the turret. Now an anti-tank gun, that doesn't mean you can't turn humans into Swiss cheese with it too, so we're going to have to be careful about our placement of our men. I'm going to try and get everyone up into position and just make sure these guys are on fire at will. We're going to return fire. Okay, there we go, return fire. And same with these guys, are going to be on return fire. Now this means that if they're getting shot at, they are going to shoot, but otherwise they are going to remain hidden, and this is something I recommend you do all the time. You do not want to be on fire at will in most cases, because if you can get the first shot, and you can see here, look at this. These idiots have got their backs turned, and I can very easily move my men up here, and we can smoke these fools before they can even do anything. In fact, I reckon my sapper here, if he has a stick bomb, do we have someone with a stick bomb?
Yes, sir.
No, of course we don't.
Got it, sir.
No, oh yes he does. Excellent.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to move my riflemen around. I'm going to use a fragmentation grenade to liquefy the guys in the turrets. One nicely thrown hand grenade will turn this fight into a very, very quick outcome for me. So let's just see what the range is. Oh, look at that. We're just, oops, sorry. Let's just place that right there.
In your face.
Beautiful. Now we've just killed the guys in that pack gun, and we can now start rolling up. The tanks are probably going to roll up. Yep, they're going to do the work for us.
Yes, sir.
So what we did, with a single grenade, we just removed that entire squad and have basically gained ourselves a anti-tank gun. Come on guys, that's probably a little bit overkill. Okay, so let's go and... Oh, hello. Let's move those.
Yes, sir.
Our men just nearly got smoked then. A little bit to the right, we would have lost half our squad, half our fire squad. Now we need an upgrade because I don't count on these tanks to do their job. And because we've got this pack cannon just sitting here, it'd be a shame if someone was to reappropriate it. So let's arm up our men. What we can do is this guy here. He's got a Garand, so with the Garand he can... I'm going to have him keep the Garand, but I'm going to take the German ammo, and we're absolutely... What we're going to do too is I'm going to have him... Can have our infantry steal... This is something in the game that I love. I love the way you can do this. We can take their grenades and we can take these sandbags, because you know I'm going to be using these later. Sandbags, we'll set these up, give our men a bit of a defensive advantage. Another rifleman, so let's see if we've got any other riflemen here. We've got a machine gunner. You're an assistant. He's using a carbine, so he can take... Oh yes, thank you. Beautiful. We'll take those medikits as well. Maybe not. And we'll take some grenades, because why not?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. We can press a C button to see what other units are in the area. There's a couple of corpses we can take care of. So let's go and check. Yep. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the corpse, steal the ammo, and the medkits, and grenades. Of course, we'll take some sandbags as well. All this stuff's super useful. We don't want to overload our guys, but again, anything we can take for ourselves is just going to give us a massive advantage. Riflemen, they had a machine gunner. Yes, this is what I'm after. So we have a machine gunner of our own. But our machine gunner, he has a little boy's gun. He's got the, he's got the BAR. While I do like a BAR, the German MG42 is far superior. So, my friend, you were about to trade up. So we'll swap the BAR out for this bad boy. This is a monster of a machine gun. And I can guarantee you that this is going to turn many, many people to Swiss cheese. We'll take some sandbags again. Machine gunner and sandbags. It's like peanut butter and jelly. So we're taking those. Yep, I'm super happy with that. So the last thing we're going to do, we're going to couple of the boys onto the Pack 40.
Yes, sir.
Because this is possibly one of the best anti-tank weapons in the game. Now, this thing has even more punch than a tank. We're talking 40 mil shells. These things will go through like anything up to a Panzer tank. It will liquefy people. It will fire straight through buildings. It's slow as hell though, so you have to take a bit of a hit in the speed.
Yes, sir.
But it's just so worth it. It's just such a powerful weapon.
Cars heading straight for us.
Okay, so we've got I think we've got some more units here.
Got tanks for that.
Let's move our soldiers up.
Anti-tank infantry while we blow up this armored truck.
Now I'm taking it fairly slow because we you only get one shot at this. We have one shot at this. If our men get hit, they are dead.
Yes, sir.
The German weapons, most of their units extremely powerful. And that's one of the things in Men of War 1, your men couldn't take a hell of a lot of damage. In Men of War 2, your men are like, they literally, they get breathed on, they will die. So we need to be careful. Okay, so I believe, yep, there's some Germans here. I want to try and get another hand grenade into that, so which is not a problem because we stole some, didn't we? Oh, you idiot! Did you just no? No, no, no.
Got it, sir.
Okay.
In progress. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's see who's got a hand grenade we can use. Okay, neither of them. That's okay.
What the heck? Got it, sir.
So what I can do is we can move up. I'm going to move my riflemen up.
For the motherland.
And I'm going to move up my
We'll do that. Yes, sir.
infantrymen.
Go.
Oh, we've got we've got a pretty nasty vehicle there. But we've also got our own pack,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's go move the pack up.
In progress.
And turn this bad boy around. Because this is gonna liquefy that. Moved out of the path of the tank though. We need to be very careful how we play this, because if we get this wrong,
Yes, sir.
we could lose half our squad.
Got it, sir.
Okay, now we've got our machine gunners with our newly minted German machine gun. We're going to see how they like having their own lead thrown back at them.
Yes, sir.
Again, these guys are going to be return fire.
We'll do that. In progress.
Because this is gonna get super loud.
Yes, sir. We'll do that.
Nope, I don't know who decided to start opening fire, but
Fire and infantry. Direct fire.
not good, not good.
Das Ziel ist in Reichweite!
Fire.
Oh,
It's in the reach
oh
zone.
damn, son! Hit him hard. Hell yeah. So the pack came in clutch. We didn't lose a single man. Hell yeah. I don't like to toot my own horn, but that wasn't too bad. Just saying.
We'll do that.
Let's smoke this last gem. I'm going to take that gun off you if you keep wasting ammo. Oh, come this tank operator, if there's anything in the way, he's just going to shoot it. Doesn't matter if it's a single infantryman. You might want to save that ammo. I think you're going to need it. Now, there's some panzers here. Ooh, hello. I think that might be worth, it might be worth pinching a couple of these. We'll just take a couple. Just saying, we could use them.
Yes, sir.
So you can see the pack already having this thing made that a pretty difficult fight very easy. So let's move up, have a look at the corpses. This guy's a rifleman. Oh, he's got a Panzerfaust rifle. Okay, so he's got their Panzerfaust. And we've got a couple of other guys. Oh, they're an anti-tank squad. So we've got a machine gunner there. I'm thinking it might be worth one of our guys to pinch some grenades.
Got it, sir.
Take that ammo too.
Yes, sir.
And you take the others. Now, I am being very deliberate and slow, but I can guarantee you this is something you want to be doing at all times. You also want to check your men, see what sort of condition they're in. Anyone who's hurt in between fights, get them to patch themselves up. You do have medicine packs, and it's something that they will use automatically, but I find it's kind of a bit of a coin toss whether they will use it as they're supposed to.
In progress.
Let's see how we go. What do we got up ahead? Oh, I just liquefied another German. Not even caring. He just could not give a damn. Just roll over the top of him. So let's just maybe... Oh, no, I don't think they're gonna...
We'll do that.
I'll try and roll up to the edge of the woods here. And then if there's anything nasty up here, we're gonna liquefy it with this pack. So again, the rifleman, let's get him over into the bushes. Placement in this game is always a thing. You want to make sure your men are always either in cover or in the bushes. Having your men out in the middle of the open is just a surefire way to get yourself killed. So let's just let's get them down here. Oh, okay, so the pack already, he's putting in work. Now, I could try and capture this thing, but honestly, it is not worth the effort. The machine gun on that's got a machine gun nest on it. He gets close, he could just spray my men. Not worth the risk.
You can get your rust buckets moving.
Beautiful. Keeping in mind, it must be very, very disconcerting for them to be blown up with their own weapons.
We've been stuck here long enough as it is.
The old Pack 40, it's a classic. It's a classic.
Yes, sir.
So these guys have got their Garands out. They're very happy about that. We might just... maybe you should... There we go. So the tanks are moving up. Let's get our pack going, because we want to try and... I wasn't able to bring it up to the village last time just because it's very slow. And one of the issues with the guns are that if you leave a gun for any length of time, you will combat loss it. So that means that you will place explosives on it, and you will basically it's a loss. So I want to try and hang on to the Pack 40 if I can. For obvious reasons, it's an incredibly powerful advantage for my men. Let's get our boys up. Hurry up, guys. We do not have any time to lose. Now, I would like to loot these bodies, but these tanks are going to leave us behind if I'm not keeping up. And I will lose my pack, and I do not want to lose my pack at all.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
If we can get that to the village, there's also some machine guns that we can pinch, and we absolutely should be trying to pinch those.
Got it, sir.
The pack, of course, an excellent weapon. It's been putting in work, man.
Sir.
It's probably gotten nearly all of the vehicle kills so far.
Good job, guys. We're almost at the village.
Got it, sir.
I hope Lieutenant Belloc had more luck today than I did.
So the tanks are headed in first there. You can already hear the shots going off. The tanks just laying waste to the enemy column up ahead.
Yes, sir.
Trading shots.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I want this pack. I'm going to try and take it. I want to try and steal the machine gun nest if these guys don't roll over the top of them. The tanks aren't exactly careful about what they run over. So, here we go. We can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to get the other guys onto that MG42. They're going to steal that. That's a turret. We can take that with us, and I can guarantee you'll have some applications. Get moving, boys.
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know if I'll be able to make it on time, but we'll see how we go. If we can get this pack to Khoisan, it's going to be, at the very least, if we can get the machine gun nest there, this is going to be very, very useful. We do have to hold the village for a bit.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So now, whoop, hey, no,
Got it, sir.
we're taking this. That thing's got 1,000 rounds. You best believe I'm taking that with me.
Welcome to Croissant, Lieutenant, sir.
It sounds like he's saying croissant.
I've been told Lieutenant Belloc is in command of this unit. Where is he, Sergeant?
Killed by the Bosch, sir. Now I command the Company H gunners, sir. Name's Bishop.
What's with the long radio silence, Sergeant?
Our only working radio got hit by a bullet. The Bosch had been breathing down our necks for 2 days straight. I wanted to cross the river with my men, but there were landmines along the road. And the Germans were watching the crossing. They had anti-tank guns hidden in the bocage. Sergeant Bishop,
Yeah, we
sir,
found out about
Krauts
the
are
anti-tank
coming.
guns in the
They'll be here
bocage
in
the
a
hard
couple of
way.
minutes.
All right, Bishop, we'll talk later. Right now, I've got to get your asses out of here. We retreat across the river as soon as the Fritzes ease up the pressure. Nobody tried to be a hero. Had enough of that shit today.
We'll comply, sir. I'll do my best.
So our goal is to get all of the vehicles here. Get moving, boys.
Got
Get
it, sir.
everything to Khoisan.
In progress.
I don't know if we're going to get the anti-tank vehicle, but we're going to try. Let's
We'll
move.
do that.
At the very least, if I can set this machine gun nest that was stolen 1,000 MG42 rounds, 7.62 ripping through enemies like paper, you best believe it's going to be. It's going to be not a fun time for the Germans to get through that. I'm thinking I'm going to have to abandon this.
None of you bastards leave the village till I give the damn order. The point is to slow the Krauts down so they don't hit us in the back as we retreat to our positions.
In progress.
So now, we have to hold out as long as we can.
Okay,
Here come the Boches. Hold position till I give the order to retreat. We can't let them strike at our back.
we got to leave it. It's not going to make it to the village. Got the machine gun nest set up.
Last time they had a few cannons in the
We've got tanks set up.
Herr Oberst.
Got it, sir.
Moving the other anti-tank vehicle up.
Excellent. We shall deal with them and have time for supper before nightfall.
Yes, sir.
We've only got one anti-tank vehicle on this side, so I'm going to get the men up to
Yes,
here.
sir. Got it, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's do it, boys. Get in there, hose them.
Yes, sir.
Machine gun nests, they're putting in work. We're going to get them in to safety.
Yes, sir. Direct fire. Fire at infantry. Fire.
Tanks sounding off. Machine gun guy. Oh, let's get these guys back into safety. Anti-tank putting in work. We've got a couple of vehicles. Oh, nice.
Got it, sir.
Don't you worry about this. You turn your tanks around. Come on, boys. We've got an undefended area. You know what you need to do. Oh man, look at this. Oh yeah. AP shells rocking the Germans before they can even hit the village, destroying them outside the village. They're not even getting close, baby. Getting smoked like a sausage. Okay, let's move these men back into cover, because I think that we need to move these boys here. Yep. A little bit more. There we go. We've got machine gun nests set up. We've got men. Maybe get a couple of them here. And we do need some... Another tank coming in. Hit it, boys, hit it. Very nice. Very nice hit. Hull pierced. We're taking some hits. Our tank is taking some hits, but they're putting in work. They're putting in work. Battle's raging on. Our tanks are getting hit, but... Oh, damn. Hull destroyed. We've lost our first tank. We're retreating. The hull's been pierced. We need to start concentrating fire with our tanks. We've lost one. We've got 3 left. Oh, damn. A devastating shot from our heavy artillery. Just turned that tank into a Roman candle. Absolutely smashing.
Get my tiger ready.
Now, of course, this is a holding maneuver only. We cannot hope to survive this. We are incredibly outnumbered. We cannot afford to retreat yet. We are going to load these tanks. I don't even think I can fix this, unfortunately. No, we can't. So we've got the Thunderbolt, we've got our Sherman and the Hellcat. Oh, damn. Tank commander is down. I'm going to place one of my men inside. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Smoke him. German stolen machine guns, man. They're hosing their own men. Get that in yours. Beautiful. Look at that. Concentrated fire shredding another German tank. Another German tank down. The boys, they're putting that work in. A couple of rockets from the infantry too. Machine gun doing that work. They may take our guys out, but they're going to pay a steep price for it. So we've managed to rout them from the village. But it's time to retreat.
Get ready for the fight! Get ready for the fight! Get ready for the fight!
Come on, shoot! Oh, things are getting desperate now. Oh, another tank down. Excellent job from the boys. Machine guns ripping into them. Half track managed to make it into the town, but we took it out.
Crowds are retreating. Judging by how boldly they went in, I don't think they were expecting my tanks.
So against all odds, we managed to rout them, but...
We're retreating across the river. That's an order. M18 crew, if you're still alive, you've got the speed advantage. You'll go last. Cover us for now.
Got it, sir.
Enemies on the right.
It's time to
Yes, sir.
combat lost these and get the hell out.
The troops are in position, Herr von Salz.
Excellent, Gefreiter. We'll start with a jolly Panzerwerfer salvo. Yes, sir!
We're going to get a salvo from the German Nobelwerfers, deadly rockets that will shred the men. The infantry we've largely managed to get out in one piece, but this is now a full-blown retreat. Going to try and see if we can patch this up. It's a brave, probably doomed effort, but that man's going to stay behind, see if he can get the tank working. He thinks it's... Run for your lives, boys. Run for your lives. We're down to 2 tanks.
Got it, sir.
All we can now do is run for our lives. Tank behind us. Tanks are behind us. Germans in front of us. This has gone from an orderly retreat into a full rout as our men desperately try to escape. Tanks covering the men. We're hoping that those tanks can survive, because if we lose our armor, these men are all dead in the water, literally.
Yes, sir. In progress. Gas is clear. Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
A couple of men didn't make it out of the retreat. We need to
Yes, sir.
get them out.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if they'll live, but we're going to try.
We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Oh man, the town's gone up in flames as we got them out. They're not out of the woods yet. The rout continues, and as my computer struggles to keep the frame rate up. Tanks still ripping into the half tracks. All we can do is hope that those tanks can stay on the road. Another tank down.
Time to give the Americans a taste of what a real
This is not
tank
good.
is.
The last of the tanks are destroyed as the infantry desperately routed. Fighting back is impossible. All we can do is run now. With the tanks gone, the last of our men make a desperate run.
Get fire now. Get it.
Running through the trees, trying to dodge the enemy barrages. Right on the edge. We've got 2 squadrons left, pursued by the last enemy tank. With no anti-tank weapons, it's just a race against time. But against all odds, somehow, we've made it.
Yes, sir.
Couple of men left, running for the exit. Their tank shredded, armed with nothing but an old pistol.
Go.
This fantastic victory. It's turned into a total rout of our forces, our tanks destroyed. The town razed to hell just as the last of my men got out.
In progress.
We passed the mission, but it's a Pyrrhic victory. It's a Pyrrhic victory as the last remaining
Thanks
soldiers.
for coming to our help, sir. Without your tanks, it would be lights out for us.
All of our tanks are gone.
Good soldier, Bishop. Colonel von Salz's battle group was who engaged us today. I've read about him in the papers. He destroyed a British tank battalion in Africa with his Tigers and took no losses. Germans dubbed him Der Fleischer for that, the butcher.
Yeah, sure. Now's the right time to be afraid of Jerry's lieutenant. We almost kicked their asses if you didn't give that cowardly order to retreat.
Cut it out, Sergeant Howard. You keep Keep acting out of line.
So unfortunately, our tanks were destroyed, but we managed to get I'd say at least 2 or 3 squads of men out alive from what was essentially a massively overpowered enemy. At the end, with all of those armoured vehicles, all I could do was run, because we had nothing. The men who had the rocket launchers, the stolen German Panzerfaust had fallen in the assault, and we had nothing that could stop them. We had to run. But that is a pretty difficult first mission. We proved our mettle. We did defend the town, and we did manage to get at least, I'd say at least a third of our men out against a vastly superior force. And this is the first mission of Men of War 2, and if this is anything to go by, I'm eager to try the campaign. There are a couple of issues I have to mention. I don't like the way in which you cannot leave a vehicle or a mounted gun without destroying it. You will combat loss it automatically. I'm not a fan of that. You should have the option to be able to leave it there for later. The controls and the UI are a little bit janky. There's a lot of controls, and it's very easy to lose what your soldiers are doing. They've made some pretty big changes from the first game in terms of the controls. Also, the performance of the game is very slow. It takes a very long time to load the level, but all of these issues I think are fixable. They're not major issues, and they're not something that the dev can't fix in relatively short order. So hopefully I will get a copy of the full game, and if I do, I'd love to do some more of the missions. In fact, if I do happen to have access to the beta tomorrow, I may even do a follow-up video. But even if I don't, you should see this in a few days. Do I recommend the game in its current state? Well, it does have some issues, but if you're a fan of the first Men of War, then this is a pretty damn good sequel. It's got a lot going for it. It is a lot harder than the first game, and you are going to struggle in the early game, but that being said, it has the feel of the first game, it has the challenge, and it's definitely a game me and my family will enjoy. So hopefully that gives you an idea on whether you want to pick the game up. Go and try it out, and thank you to Fulqrum Publishing for the chance to have a look at this, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and show you more if I happen to get my hands on the full game. So let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully you join me next time when we check out another indie game. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.